Hello and welcome back to the Coffeevaners. I'm Alan, Ali's in the house, and today we're looking at a how-to video. It's how to repair the window blinds. Now let me first say that the blinds that I've repaired are in a 2021 Elddis Caravan 454 Sherwood edition. So that's basically the caravan that we own and the repair that I've made. So this video is to show you what I did to repair the blinds. So first of all, I'll stick a picture of what happened to our blinds. Basically the strings came out of the guides and the blinds went, well, basically this is it. It's either there or there, but it will be on screen somewhere. So a quick look at how we went about repairing them. So first of all, let me show you the blinds themselves and how they're actually attached to the caravan. We can then take a quick look at how we did the repair. It's not going to be particularly easy to show you with this camera, purely because of the lens that's on it. But what we'll do is, right, there's the blind as things stand, and basically the strings run at the back here along this piece of metal and the lower piece of metal. The blinds move down and close, and then we have the fly screens that come down. Now what I have found is if I try to move all of this at once instead of doing it that first and then that, is that the strings will pop out of the guides. So I always move them one section at a time, and that seems to have solved the problem. Now because this caravan is under warranty, when it did first happen, I rang the dealer, I've documented it all and emailed it all over. But of course dealers are extremely busy, and they've not got back to me to be able to do or to fit a new blind. So this is what I consider to be a temporary repair, and at some point the dealer will get back in touch with me and do what needs to be done, because this may be a design fault or there may be something actually broke on the blind. But when I actually took it to bits and had a look at it, there was nothing that appeared to be too wrong. I think it's just maybe a design fault or me being heavy-handed. Right, so let's have a look at the blind. At the top here, you can see the plastic clip there. These are very, very flimsy. A number of times we've been away and those have just fallen off. So they are actually stuck on now with a bit of double-sided 3M tape just to stick them into place, but they come off dead easy. Behind there is one single screw, and we've got exactly the same on the other side. Now at the bottom it's slightly different. Now you'll see on the video that I'm going to do that, I say on the video that the blind has 2 screws at the top and 2 at the bottom. There isn't, there's actually 3. So I've got one on the inside there and one at the very lower part, if you can just see it there at the bottom. So these 2 are small screws and the one at the top is much longer. So let's go into the main bit of the video and I'll show you how I repaired it. Right, so I've actually got the window blind off, and what it looked like when I first took it off was that this came up to the top to kind of continue up. So we come from the bottom of the blind up. But if you have a closer look on the side of the blind, there's this little plastic fitting, and this is a clip that the cable or the string, when it runs over the top, actually fits into. So, and it fits in something close to that. Now it's a bit fiddly to get it in, so what you need to do is just tease the outer casing off, clip that back in as I've done on this side, and it looks like that will be job done. So I've gone from a blind that won't open at all to one that should work perfectly well. So give me 5 minutes to have a further play, and what I'll do is show you once I've clipped those back in and put it back against the window. So let me just show you now. You can see there it goes between the clip and just at the back. So that for some reason it jumped out on both sides. Don't know why. Maybe it wasn't in there perfectly to start off with. But there was certainly a massive problem with the fact that the blind wouldn't stay up and the fly net wouldn't stay down. So what I'm going to do is put that back now against the window, screw up the top screws so we can have a look and see if that's working perfectly. I just want to show you this, because when you take the blind down, you take all the screws out, it's still actually hooked up. There's two little hooks, one there and one on the other side, so the blind actually sits on there, allowing you to do it without the need of assistance. So you can just hook the blind over the top and let it sit, line it up with the screws and put the screws back in. It's quite a nice little idea actually. I just want to add this, that the blinds, when you take them out, the top screws are considerably longer than the bottom screws. So we have two on each side at the bottom and one on each side at the top. I presume because the top ones take the weight. But once the blind's over the clip, you can actually line those screw holes up. It is very, very simple to do. Put the screws back in, top and bottom, and we are cooking with gas. So I'll show you once the blind's back up and working. Right guys, this little job took me less than 15 minutes. 2 screws at the bottom, small screws, 2 screws at the top, which are longer screws. Turned it over, put it on the caravan table, pull the strings down, and the strings go horizontal to the clips at the side. Push the strings back into the fitting. I'm going to try and keep from a distance, and we've got the blinds down, up, fly net down, up, and there's my next door neighbour, and it's all finished and sorted and as good as new. Right, so that's how I repaired my window blind on this Elddis Caravan. Now yours may be very different from that. I wouldn't say, if you're not happy to do it, to go ahead and do it, because it's worked very well for me. But like I said, I do consider it a temporary repair because it's a brand new caravan, and I've first of all notified it to the dealer as being a fault when the thing actually happened. Since I made that repair, I've not had any more problems, but also I've never tried to move both sections of the blind together. I've always moved the fly screen and then the blind, or to pull them down, pull the blind down and then the fly screen down, and like I said, no problems. So hopefully that will help if you want to go ahead and have a bash at repairing your own blind, if they're the same as this. And thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please click the thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. But till next time, you take care, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra.